Is it really true that only two countries are doubly landlocked? Yes, it's surprising but true. The two doubly landlocked countries in the world are Liechtenstein and Uzbekistan. Being doubly landlocked means that these countries are surrounded by other landlocked nations, which makes it extra challenging for them to access oceans for trade and travel. Liechtenstein, nestled between Switzerland and Austria, is quite small, but known for its stunning alpine scenery and vibrant financial services. On the other hand, Uzbekistan, located in Central Asia, boasts rich cultural heritage and historical Silk Road cities like Samarkand and Bukhara. Both countries rely heavily on their neighbors for trade routes and transport. Imagine how challenging it would be for these nations to import or export goods. Their unique geographical situation makes them fascinating examples of how location can shape a country's economy and culture. You won't believe this about ancient golden artifacts. The Quimbaya artifacts, uncovered in Colombia and thought to date back between 300 and 1000 CE, are a fascinating glimpse into the ingenuity of early civilizations. These small, intricately crafted golden statues primarily depict animals, revealing the extraordinary artistry of the Quimbaya culture. Researchers have proposed wild theories regarding their true purpose. Some even suggest they represent early flying machines. Imagine small golden birds complete with delicate wings, possibly symbolizing humanity's oldest dream of flight long before the invention of modern airplanes. This astonishing idea sparks lively debates among archaeologists and historians about the cultural significance of these treasures. Were they simply decorative items, or did they serve a more profound role in spiritual or ceremonial practices? The enchanting beauty of the Quimbaya artifacts lies not only in their skillful craftsmanship, but also in the mysteries they encapsulate about the aspirations of ancient peoples. Each piece encourages us to reflect on how creativity and innovation might have flourished in a time that feels so distant, yet is so deeply connected to our own quest for exploration. This might surprise you. Mexico City is sinking fast. Did you know that this vibrant capital is sinking at an alarming rate of about 10 inches every year? The reason behind this phenomenon lies mainly in the city's location. Built on a former lakebed, Mexico City sits atop soft, clay-rich soil. When the water is pumped out for drinking and other uses, the ground can't support itself, causing it to sink. This problem is worsened by the city's enormous population, which places extreme pressure on its infrastructure and resources. As a result, some areas of the city have sunken more than 30 feet over the past century. Engineers and scientists are working hard to address this issue, using techniques like building sewer systems that manage groundwater better and creating barriers to stop the sinking. Can you imagine living in a city that's slowly disappearing beneath your feet? Did you know that Vientiane is a hidden gem? Nestled along the Mekong River's picturesque banks, this capital city of Laos offers a delightful blend of vibrant culture and serene landscapes. Spanning 3,220 square kilometers, Vientiane may not be the largest capital, but it captivates visitors with its unique charm. Its tropical monsoon climate contributes to hot, humid summers and a rainy season that transforms the environment into a lush paradise. Wander through the city's streets lined with stunning French colonial buildings and magnificent Buddhist temples, where the echoes of history are palpable. The lively markets buzz with activity, offering an array of delicious street food that reflects local flavors and traditions. As you stroll the riverbank, witness a breathtaking sunset, or join locals for a traditional boat ride, creating memories that will last a lifetime. Vientiane's tranquil atmosphere makes it an ideal destination for travelers looking to immerse themselves in local life while soaking in the natural beauty that surrounds them. From ancient temple explorations to savoring culinary delights, Vientiane promises an extraordinary adventure. Why does the Chongqing Metro pass through buildings? This fascinating transport system features an unusual route that goes directly through a residential building in the Liziba district of Chongqing, China. Imagine living in a home where the daily hustle and bustle of the metro train is just a few feet away. The elevated train operates much like a monorail, gliding above the streets and through urban landscapes while providing a vital service to commuters. The structure, often referred to as the Chongqing monorail, is an engineering marvel that showcases how cities can creatively adapt to geographical challenges. With hills and rivers complicating traditional rail routes, city planners ingeniously opted to build the line through existing buildings instead. As the train passes through the Ziba building, it offers riders a unique view of everyday life in the bustling district. This unusual design not only symbolizes the innovative spirit of urban planning, but also highlights how infrastructure can blend with residential life, making it a striking example of modern engineering. Have you ever thought about living so close to a train line? Here's a wild fact about Mr. and Mrs. The terms we commonly use today originated long ago from the words master and mistress. Back in the day when society had different norms and roles, these titles were used more literally. A master was often the head of the household, while a mistress referred to a woman who oversaw the home or a female who held authority. Over time, as society changed, the language evolved. Master eventually shortened to Mr., becoming a polite title for men, while mistress shifted to Mrs., specifically indicating a married woman. It's fascinating to think about how language reflects the roles people play in society. These titles continue to be widely used, showing how our history shapes everyday conversations. So the next time you greet someone as Mr. or Mrs., remember the rich history behind those simple titles. Discover the wild past of Kowloon Walled City. This fascinating place in Hong Kong was once a chaotic and vibrant community, unlike any other. Kowloon Walled City began as a military outpost in the Song Dynasty, but transformed over time into a dense, ungoverned settlement teeming with life. By the 1960s and 70s, it became famous for its maze-like structures, where over 30,000 people lived in just 6 acres. Without formal laws or regulation, the tiny apartments were stacked high, creating a unique mix of homes, shops, and services all in one place. The walled city had its own schools, clinics, and even its own restaurants, reflecting the resourcefulness of its residents. Though it was often depicted as a lawless zone, with many residents relying on their community to police themselves, it also fostered a rich culture and sense of togetherness. In the early 1990s, the government decided to demolish the walled city to create a park, but its legacy lives on as a symbol of resilience and creativity in urban living. Kowloon Walled City is a perfect example of how human spirit can thrive under any circumstances. Can you imagine that rare albino zebras exist? These stunning creatures are not just a different shade of regular zebras, they are a rare marvel of nature. Albino zebras stand out due to a genetic mutation that affects melanin production in their bodies. This lack of pigment means that instead of the usual black and white stripes, their skin appears white or a light shade, with very light or even pinkish stripes. Their striking appearance captivates wildlife enthusiasts and researchers alike, as sightings of these rare animals are incredibly uncommon in the wild. Yet this unique charm comes with challenges. The absence of melanin can increase their vulnerability to the sun, making them susceptible to sunburn and skin cancer. Additionally, this unusual pigmentation may complicate their social interactions within herds, as they may be perceived differently by their peers. Moreover, their lighter color can hinder their camouflage, leaving them more exposed to predators. So the existence of albino zebras invites fascinating discussions about survival, adaptation, and the wonders of genetics in nature. Just imagine spotting one of these beautiful rare zebras roaming the savanna, a true gem of the wilderness. Did you know that the University of Oxford is ancient? Founded in the 12th century, the University of Oxford boasts a remarkable history and has played a vital role as a leading research institution. Over the years, it has shaped knowledge in a plethora of fields, from medicine to literature, and even politics. With its stunning architecture and serene gardens, the university attracts students and scholars from around the globe. Oxford is not just about lectures. It also encourages innovative thinking and hands-on research. Here, students work alongside top academics, pushing the boundaries of what we know. The Bodleian Library, one of the oldest libraries in Europe, holds millions of books, further solidifying Oxford's reputation as a treasure trove of knowledge. Whether exploring the mysteries of the universe or coaxing out the secrets of language, Oxford continues to inspire and educate new generations. Isn't it fascinating how one institution has such a lasting impact on the world? Here's something incredible about Bahia Ballena. The Bahia Ballena region in Costa Rica is famous for its unique and stunning shape that resembles a whale's tail when viewed from above. This incredible feature makes it a visual delight for anyone soaring high in the sky, where the lush greenery meets sparkling waters. Known as Whale Bay, Bahia Ballena derives its name from the humpback whales that migrate to these warm waters annually. These gentle giants travel from colder seas, seeking a safe haven to mate and give birth. The tail shape of the bay, beyond being a remarkable sight, provides an ideal environment for diverse marine life. The unique geography of the bay generates calm, nutrient-rich waters, attracting an abundance of fish and other sea creatures, creating a thriving ecosystem. Many visitors flock to the area for eco-tours, hoping to witness majestic whales breaching and frolicking in their natural surroundings. Observing these magnificent animals up close creates an unforgettable connection to the ocean's wonders and highlights the importance of marine conservation. What if I told you Spielberg's clever secret for authenticity? In a surprising move during the making of Saving Private Ryan, director Steven Spielberg decided to exclude actor Matt Damon from the pre-production boot camp that the rest of the cast attended. This was a deliberate tactic to create genuine resentment among the soldiers toward Damon's character, Private Ryan. By isolating Damon, Spielberg wanted the cast to forge deeper bonds as they trained together, while unknowingly building animosity towards the character they felt they were risking their lives for. This strategy added a layer of realism to the film, enhancing performances and making the soldiers' mission feel even more urgent and personal. The result is a powerful anti-war film that resonates with audiences, showing the lengths that filmmakers can go to create an authentic emotional experience. Isn't it fascinating how behind-the-scenes choices can shape a film's impact? Have you ever wondered why twins are so common in Benin? Benin, a vibrant country in Central Africa, holds the remarkable title of having the highest twin birth rate in the world, exceeding 3%. This astonishing figure is more than double the global average of around 1.3%. So what makes this West African nation so unique? Researchers believe that genetics might play a significant role, as certain ethnic groups in Benin show a higher tendency to produce twins. Additionally, local diets rich in cassava and yams are thought to encourage multiple births. Cultural factors also come into play. In many communities, having twins is celebrated and seen as a blessing. This fascinating phenomenon highlights how a combination of lifestyle, genetics, and cultural beliefs can influence human biology and reproductive health in extraordinary ways. What other secrets do you think Benin's twin legacy holds? Here's a wild fact about the Mariana Trench. This remarkable underwater feature in the Pacific Ocean is the deepest place on Earth, reaching a staggering depth of about 7 miles. To put that in perspective, if you were to drop Mount Everest into the trench, the mountain would still be fully submerged, with miles of water weighing down above it. This extreme environment creates crushing pressure and complete darkness, making it one of the most challenging places to explore. Despite these harsh conditions, the trench is home to fascinating and unique creatures, many of which have adapted in surprising ways. For instance, some organisms have developed special proteins to survive the intense pressure, while others can produce light to navigate through the darkness. Scientists are still uncovering the mysteries of this deep ocean world, so who knows what other incredible life forms await discovery in the Mariana Trench? Guess what really drives the basilisk lizard's fame? The common basilisk, Basiliscus basiliscus, often called the Jesus Christ lizard, astounds with its incredible ability to run on water. When faced with danger, this remarkable reptile can sprint across the surface of ponds or streams, thanks to its unique anatomy. Its large hind feet are equipped with fringe-like scales that increase surface area and generate tiny air pockets, allowing the basilisk to maintain its weight above water. By executing rapid foot strikes, up to 20 steps per second, This agile creature can glide over the water for distances of about 5 meters before it eventually sinks. Young basilisks excel in this unique skill, escaping predators with an astonishing burst of speed as they dart across rivers. This extraordinary combination of speed, physics, and evolutionary adaptation serves as a fascinating study for engineers and scientists. Many are inspired by the basilisk's foot structure and gait to design robots capable of mimicking this water-running ability. The basilisk lizard illustrates that nature can achieve what we once considered impossible. Running on water is not just a miracle rooted in myth, but a marvelous biological reality. What if I told you dogs run hotter than us? With an average body temperature hovering around 101 degrees Fahrenheit, dogs are definitely warmer creatures than humans, whose normal temperature is about 98.6 degrees. This difference is an essential aspect of how dogs regulate their bodies, especially when the weather heats up. Dogs can't sweat like we do. Instead, they cool down by panting. When they breathe rapidly through their open mouths, it allows moisture to evaporate from their tongues and the inner lining of their lungs, helping them to lower their body heat. During hot days or intense play sessions, you might see your furry friend panting away, and it's actually for their health. Understanding this unique trait can help you take better care of your pup, ensuring they stay cool and comfy, especially in summer. So next time you see a dog panting, remember, it's their way of beating the heat. Did you know lungs can actually float in water? This surprising fact highlights the unique structure of human lungs, which are the only organs capable of buoyancy. Lungs contain millions of tiny balloon-like sacs called alveoli filled with air. This air-filled design not only allows them to float, but also plays a crucial role in breathing. When we inhale, these alveoli expand, taking in oxygen from the air we breathe. Then they release carbon dioxide, a waste product, back into the air when we exhale. The remarkable design of the lungs maximizes their efficiency in oxygen exchange, which is vital for sustaining life. The floating ability can be an intriguing demonstration of how well our bodies are adapted for their functions. This unique characteristic not only showcases the clever design within our biology, but also emphasizes the importance of our lungs in keeping us alive. So the next time you take a deep breath, remember how those balloon-like alveoli are working hard, contributing to the miracle of life. Did you know about the charming killer in Southeast Asia? In the 1970s, a notorious French serial killer turned the tropical paradise of Southeast Asia into a hunting ground. He targeted unsuspecting Western tourists, using his charm to gain their trust before poisoning them. This criminal, who has since been tied to at least 12 murders, drew people in with his charisma, making it easy for him to commit unspeakable acts. His methods of manipulation and deceit were especially disturbing, allowing him to blend in perfectly among his victims. These events cast a dark shadow over the region as travelers became wary of the dangers that lurked in paradise. Investigators were left puzzled as he used a different identity to evade capture, making him even more elusive. This chilling story reminds us that not all travelers are innocent. Some hide sinister intentions behind a charming smile. Turns out, the truth is that did you know chocolate comes from Ivory Coast's heart? This vibrant West African nation is the kingpin of cocoa production, supplying over 40% of the world's cocoa beans. When you bite into a luscious chocolate bar, there's a good chance its journey started in the sun-kissed fields of Ivory Coast. Farmers cultivate cocoa in a warm, humid climate that provides the perfect conditions for cacao trees, which produce the beloved pods filled with rich, chocolatey goodness. Beyond its cocoa success, Ivory Coast also boasts an exciting sports culture, especially in soccer. The national team, known as the Elephants, exemplifies resilience and determination on the field. Their thrilling matches often conclude in dramatic penalty shootouts, where they've prevailed in gripping battles with nerve-wracking scores of 11-10 and 12-11. These electrifying moments not only highlight their athletic prowess, but also ignite the passion of fans who cheer with unyielding fervor. So the next time you enjoy a sweet chocolate treat or watch an intense soccer game, remember the immense pride and tradition that connect these two facets of Ivorian culture. What if I told you about Spain's brave resistance? During Napoleon's invasion in the early 1800s, the people of Spain came together in an inspiring show of unity and courage. They formed groups known as the Juntas Provinciales, taking action to defend their homeland against an overpowering enemy. What's remarkable is that these groups were made up of ordinary citizens, many of whom lacked formal military training. Instead of waiting for the government or a professional army to respond, everyday people banded together, often using their knowledge of the local terrain to their advantage. This grassroots resistance spirit fueled their determination, leading to clever tactics that caught the French forces off guard. The bravery and resourcefulness of the Juntas Provinciales not only helped to inspire a national identity, but also set a powerful example of ordinary people standing up for their rights. How did such local efforts impact the outcome of the war? Here's a wild fact you won't believe this about the largest organism on Earth. It's Pando, a sprawling aspen forest in Utah that's not just impressive in size but also remarkable in its biology. Covering roughly 106 acres, equivalent to about 80 football fields, this extraordinary grove is a single clonal organism, meaning all the trees share the same genetic makeup thanks to a massive underground root system. Pando isn't merely a cluster of trees, it's a living marvel of interconnectedness and resilience, demonstrating how nature can thrive over millennia. Some estimates suggest that Pando is around 80,000 years old, making it one of the oldest living organisms known to science. The trees, with their striking golden leaves in autumn, create a stunning landscape that attracts visitors and nature enthusiasts alike. However, Pando faces significant threats from climate change and human impact, putting its survival at risk. Protecting this unique organism is essential for preserving biodiversity and understanding ecosystems as a whole. So when you wander through a forest next time, know that it might just be a part of a larger story than you ever imagined. This might surprise you. Galaxies are on a collision course. In about 5 billion years, the Milky Way and Andromeda galaxies will clash in an astronomical event that sounds like something from a science fiction movie. Imagine this. Two massive galaxies, each filled with billions of stars, are hurtling toward each other. As they get closer, their gravitational forces will pull them together, ultimately creating a new larger galaxy. Scientists predict that this collision will not only change the structure of these galaxies, but will also spark new star formation as gas clouds collide. While it may sound catastrophic, don't worry. This event will happen long after our sun has exhausted its life. So while our planet might not last that long, the universe will continue to evolve spectacularly. Isn't it fascinating to think about how our cosmos is always changing? Turns out the truth is that Kumbhalgarh Wall astounds. Stretching an impressive 36 kilometers, the Kumbhalgarh Wall in India is not only the second longest wall in the world, right after the iconic Great Wall of China, but a testament to remarkable engineering as well. Nestled in the vibrant Aravalli range of Rajasthan, this monumental structure was constructed in the 15th century to protect the Kumbhalgarh Fort, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The wall's impressive foundations feature thick stone fortifications and numerous strategically placed watchtowers, ensuring the safety of the royal family and their troops. But beyond its size, the Kumbhalgarh Wall stands in breathtaking surroundings of lush forests and rugged hills, creating a picturesque backdrop for this historical marvel. While it may not enjoy the same international fame as its Chinese counterpart, Kumbhalgarh captivates with its steep slopes, intricate gates, and rich history. If you ever find yourself in India, don't miss the chance to explore this hidden gem. Its stories and culture await your discovery. So the next time someone mentions Great Walls, why not bring Kumbhalgarh into the spotlight? What if I told you reactance drives our rebellious side? This intriguing psychological phenomenon suggests that when people feel their freedoms are being limited, they often push back by breaking rules or resisting authority. Imagine being told you can't eat dessert before dinner. This restriction might make you want that chocolate cake even more. Reactance occurs because individuals value their autonomy and dislike feeling controlled. It can explain behaviors like teens sneaking out despite strict curfews or employees opting to ignore new policies at work. The urge to reclaim our freedoms can be so powerful that it leads us to make choices that might not align with our best interests. Reactance is more than just a rebellious spirit. It's a natural response to perceived threats to our independence. Understanding this can help us navigate interactions with others more effectively. So next time you feel compelled to break a rule, ask yourself, are you experiencing reactance? Here's what actually happens when imagine walking on a bridge made of tree roots. In the state of Meghalaya, India, this astonishing feat of nature and ingenuity is a reality. The Khasi tribe has mastered the art of growing living root bridges over rivers and streams, showcasing their unique knowledge of the natural world. Instead of using traditional materials like lumber or steel, they skillfully guide the growth of roots from rubber fig trees, teaching them to intertwine and create strong and stable structures. These remarkable bridges can take several years and even decades to fully develop, but their durability means they can support dozens of people at a time. Beyond their impressive strength, these living bridges also offer a sustainable solution to the challenges posed by traditional bridge-building methods in this region, which faces heavy rainfall and rugged landscapes. As the roots mature, they adapt beautifully to their surroundings, making them resilient against the elements. Today, many of these root bridges serve as popular tourist attractions, drawing visitors eager to explore this captivating blend of nature and human craftsmanship. Each bridge serves as a living testament to the deep bond between the Khasi communities and their environment in Meghalaya. Guess what really drives autonomous car safety risks? Despite the cutting-edge technology behind autonomous vehicles, tests have revealed that they still have vulnerabilities. While these cars are engineered for safety and rely on complex algorithms and sensors, they can encounter unpredictable scenarios that challenge their systems. Imagine a day when a sudden gust of wind knocks down a tree branch onto the road. In such moments, an autonomous car might struggle to make the best decision, potentially leading to accidents. Developers continuously work to improve these systems, yet the reality is there are still limitations in their decision-making capabilities. Furthermore, factors like poor weather or unusual traffic patterns can create additional challenges. As we dive deeper into the future of transportation, it's crucial to address these safety concerns to fully realize the potential of autonomous driving. So how close are we to truly safe self-driving cars? Hard to believe, but baseballs are engineering marvels. Each Major League Baseball is expertly designed with 216 precisely placed stitches, some of which are cleverly hidden. This intricate design isn't just for show, it actually improves the grip for pitchers and significantly impacts the ball's spin. When a pitcher throws a fastball or a curveball, the way the ball spins can make all the difference in its trajectory mid-air. These stitches allow the ball to respond to various throwing techniques, showcasing how art, science, and skill come together on the field. Whether it's a nail-biting game in July or the World Series, the complexity behind each pitch is an amazing aspect of America's favorite pastime. Next time you watch a game, think about how those tiny stitches play a huge role in every thrilling moment. Is it really true that we walk past murderers? This shocking statistic suggests that the average person unknowingly strolls by around 16 individuals who have committed murder in their lifetime. It raises intriguing questions about the nature of crime and our surroundings. Think about it. Each day we go to work, school, or the grocery store, never realizing that we may be brushing shoulders with someone who has a dark history. While this statistic sounds alarming, it's important to remember that not all murderers are violent drifters. Many live seemingly normal lives after serving their time. Additionally, this number can fluctuate based on where you live, as different areas have higher crime rates. Despite the startling idea, it serves as a reminder to stay aware of our surroundings, but also to remember that most people are just trying to get by in their daily lives, like us. Ever wondered how animals communicate through scent? In Japan, the World of Animal Scent exhibition offers a unique experience where visitors can actually smell the scents of various animals' behinds. This quirky yet educational exhibition dives deep into the fascinating world of olfactory behavior in animals. Animal scents play a huge role in how creatures interact with one another, marking territories, signaling readiness to mate, or even warning others of danger. By presenting these scents, the exhibition helps visitors understand the complexity of animal communication in a fun and engaging way. Whether it's the powerful, musky odor of a lion or the faint whiff of a rabbit, each scent carries important information. So, prepare your nose for an adventure that opens your eyes to how animals perceive their world through smell. Are you ready to discover what your furry friends are really saying? Here's a wild fact about astronaut farts. In space, things can get a little weird, especially when it comes to our bodies. Astronaut farts pose a serious risk in a spacecraft due to the confined environment. You see, inside a spacecraft, the air is recycled and the oxygen levels are closely monitored. This means that when an astronaut releases gas, it can turn into a mix of methane and other gases. If the concentration of methane gets too high, it could create a flammable situation. Imagine floating in a tiny tin can millions of miles from Earth, and suddenly your fart becomes a fire hazard. To keep the crew safe and comfortable, astronauts have to be mindful of what they eat, choosing foods that are less likely to cause excessive gas. So next time you think about space adventures, remember that managing gas is part of the job. Did you know North Korea has a space program? Despite its secretive reputation, North Korea made headlines in 1998 when it attempted to launch a satellite that failed to reach orbit. This ambitious move marked the beginning of its controversial space endeavors. Since then, the country has tried 4 more launches, with the latest one occurring in 2016. North Korea proudly announces that all its launches are successful, but the reality is a bit more complicated. Out of the satellites launched, only 2 managed to enter orbit, yet both subsequently failed to operate as intended. This raises questions about the true capabilities of North Korea's space technology and how much credibility their claims hold in the international arena. The world watches closely, curious about the motivations behind these launches. Are they meant for scientific exploration, or are they more about showcasing power? As global tensions rise, the implications of such a program could be significant. What will the future hold for North Korea's space ambitions? Is it really true that a man without arms can shoot arrows? Matt Stutzman holds the incredible world record for long-distance archery, showcasing remarkable strength and skill despite having no arms. Born without arms due to a rare condition, Matt refused to let this challenge define him. Instead, he trained rigorously to master the art of archery, using his feet to draw the bowstring and aim with precision. His determination and innovative techniques have inspired many people, proving that limitations can often be overcome. Matt not only competes at high levels, but also advocates for athletes with disabilities, showing them that anything is possible. His journey involves not just skill and practice, but also a resilient spirit that motivates others to confront their own challenges. Do you think you could match his incredible feat of precision and focus? Did you know nude athletes were celebrated in ancient Greece? In this fascinating culture, nudity during athletic competitions was not just common, but actually honored. Athletes like the famous runner Sippus competed completely naked, showcasing their strength and dedication. This bold tradition symbolized Greek identity, reflecting their belief in beauty and physical perfection. To shine during these games, athletes would coat themselves in olive oil, which highlighted their muscles and made them shine in the sunlight. This practice wasn't merely for show, it was a way to pay tribute to the gods, who were believed to bestow favor upon those who excelled in physical endeavors. The Greeks valued physical fitness and viewed these competitions as sacred events, celebrating the human form in its most natural state. Cultural icons emerged from these games, influencing art and philosophy, and reminding us today of the strong connection between sports and cultural identity. Ever thought about why ciabatta is so popular? Ciabatta is not just any bread. It's a delightful Italian creation known for its flat, rectangular shape and delightful crispy crust. This bread has a fascinating airy interior that boasts large air pockets, giving it a unique texture that many find irresistible. Each bite is a wonderful combination of crunch and softness. People love ciabatta for its versatility, making it perfect for everything from sandwiches to serving with soup or a dip. Its flavor profile is also something to rave about, subtly nutty and slightly tangy. It pairs wonderfully with a variety of toppings, including olive oil and balsamic vinegar. Plus, the bread's sturdy structure allows it to hold up to hearty fillings, making it a favorite choice in Italian cuisine. So the next time you enjoy a fresh loaf of ciabatta, remember it's not just about the taste, it's a comforting piece of culinary art. Tonga's extraordinary independence will surprise you. The Kingdom of Tonga stands out as the only Pacific nation that has never been colonized by a foreign power. This remarkable achievement showcases Tonga's resilient spirit and strong leadership throughout the colonial era. While many neighboring islands succumbed to European imperial ambitions, Tonga cleverly navigated political alliances, ensuring its sovereignty was never compromised. The Tongan monarchy played a pivotal role, skillfully balancing relationships with powerful nations like Britain and the United States. In 1875, Tonga even established a constitutional monarchy, promoting democratic principles that further solidified its independence. Today, Tonga celebrates its unique heritage and culture, drawing tourists eager to explore its stunning landscapes and rich traditions. Its story serves as a testament to the nation's unwavering commitment to autonomy, making Tonga a symbol of pride in the Pacific. What can we learn from their journey? This might surprise you: Connecticut's role in America's beginnings. This state, known as the Constitution State, was one of the original 13 colonies that helped shape the United States. Its rich colonial history isn't just a story of the past. It's very much alive in the charming towns and stunning architecture you can still see today. Connecticut contributed significantly to America's early governance. In fact, one of its most famous documents, the Fundamental Orders of 1638-1639, is often considered the first written constitution in the Western tradition. This document laid the groundwork for future governance structures across the country. Walk through towns like Old Saybrook or Mystic, and you'll sense that history ringing through beautifully preserved buildings and quaint streets. Isn't it fascinating to think that such a small state had such a monumental impact on the nation's foundation? Did you know Antarctica is a desert too? This icy continent holds the title of the driest, windiest, and coldest place on Earth, which might sound surprising. Despite being covered in a thick blanket of ice, Antarctica receives less than 2 inches of rainfall each year, placing it in the same category as arid deserts like the Sahara. The extreme cold prevents moisture from hanging in the air, contributing to its classification as a desert. With wind gusts that can reach up to 200 miles per hour, the conditions can feel downright hostile. Yet life persists in this harsh environment, with unique adaptations allowing creatures like penguins and seals to thrive in the icy waters. So when people think of deserts, they often imagine hot sands, but Antarctica reminds us that a desert can be icy and breathtakingly beautiful too. What if I told you leaders can be too friendly? A fascinating study with 260 college students found that while extroverted leaders are generally popular, being overly assertive or excessively warm can actually backfire. This study highlights a critical balance in leadership traits. When leaders exhibit extreme behaviors, they might seem less relatable or trustworthy, which can make people uncomfortable. Imagine a class project where the leader is so enthusiastic that it feels overwhelming. This could create a disconnect among team members. Conversely, a leader who is too assertive might intimidate others, stifling open communication. The findings suggest that great leadership involves a sweet spot, being confident yet approachable. It shows how important it is for leaders to adapt their style to connect effectively with their teams. What do you think makes an ideal leader? Why are certain dog breeds banned worldwide? It's a thought-provoking topic that stirs up plenty of debate. Certain breeds like pit bulls and Rottweilers are often restricted in various countries because of their historical association with aggressive behavior and attacks. These regulations arise from a desire to enhance public safety and prevent dog-related incidents. For instance, in the United Kingdom, there is a strict law prohibiting the ownership of specific breeds deemed dangerous, aiming to reduce attacks on humans and animals alike. However, many dog lovers argue that it's not the breed that determines behavior, but rather the training and socialization provided by their owners. They believe that responsible pet ownership can lead to friendly and well-mannered companions, regardless of breed. It raises an important question. Should we judge dogs by their breed or by how they're raised? As discussions around canine behavior continue, it's essential to consider both sides of the argument. Understanding the nuances of dog ownership can lead to safer communities and happy pets. Why exactly does Uranus stand out among planets? Uranus is the seventh planet from the Sun and a remarkable giant in our solar system. With its striking blue-green color, it captures the interest of astronomers and curious minds alike. Since the early 1990s, scientists have focused their studies on its atmosphere, revealing some fascinating characteristics. Unlike other planets, Uranus rotates on its side, which leads to extreme seasonal changes. Its atmosphere is primarily made of hydrogen and helium, but it also contains methane, which gives it that unique hue. The winds in Uranus's atmosphere can reach speeds up to 560 miles per hour, creating amazing weather patterns. Researchers are continuously exploring this icy world through powerful telescopes and space missions, hoping to gain insights into its mysterious structure and history. What new secrets about Uranus will future missions uncover? Is it really true that hippos can't swim? Surprisingly, it is. While these giant creatures are often seen lounging in the water, hippopotamuses are unable to swim like most animals. Their heavy bodies, filled with dense tissue, keep them from floating. Instead of paddling through the water, hippos prefer to push off the riverbed or stroll along the bottom. This unique method allows them to move gracefully despite their size. Hippos can hold their breath for up to 5 minutes while underwater, giving them plenty of time to navigate shallow riverbeds. They often keep their ears, eyes, and nostrils above the surface while resting, so they can stay alert. Their adaptation to life by the water is fascinating, showcasing how animals can thrive in challenging conditions. So the next time you see a hippo, remember, they're not swimming, but rather striding through their aquatic home. You might be shocked to learn that HAARP isn't just a conspiracy. The High-Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, or HAARP, is situated in Gakona, Alaska. It's designed specifically to study the ionosphere, which is the atmospheric layer that plays a vital role in radio communication and navigation. HAARP utilizes powerful technology to emit extremely high-frequency radio waves, allowing scientists to understand more about how the ionosphere behaves. Unfortunately, this advanced technology has sparked numerous conspiracy theories claiming HAARP has mind control or weather manipulation capabilities. Many people are curious about the secretive nature of its operations, but the truth is, HAARP is primarily focused on scientific research. By learning more about the ionosphere, researchers can improve global communication systems, making our connections stronger and more reliable. So next time you hear wild stories about HAARP, remember that it's all about science and discovery. Guess what really drives pizza prices up? Industry Kitchen in New York has taken pizza to staggering heights, literally. Their famous creation is known as the most expensive pizza in the world, costing a jaw-dropping $2,700. So what makes this pizza so extravagant? It features luxurious ingredients that most of us could only dream of, including 24-karat gold leaf and rare French truffles, giving each bite a taste of pure opulence. But here's the catch. If you're eager to indulge in this culinary masterpiece, you'll need to plan ahead since reservations are required at least 2 days in advance. Imagine savoring a slice of pizza that not only tantalizes your taste buds, but also dazzles the eyes with its golden appeal. Industry Kitchen's extravagant pizza experience combines gourmet dining with the love of one of the world's favorite foods. Would you be willing to spend that much on a single pizza? Unlock the secrets of onions in classrooms. Onions serve as fantastic teaching tools in science education, especially for budding biologists. When students slice an onion thinly and peek at it under a microscope, they enter a microscopic world that's both fascinating and accessible. The cells of an onion are large and organized, making it easy to observe key structures like cell walls and nuclei. This unique feature allows students to quickly grasp essential concepts of cell composition, laying a solid foundation for their understanding of biology. By working with onions, learners get hands-on experience that boosts their confidence and skills in scientific observation. This engaging experiment shows how everyday items can illuminate complex scientific ideas. Plus, dissecting an onion is a lot less intimidating than diving right into more complex specimens. So when students connect what they see in the microscope to their lessons, they genuinely enhance their learning experience. Isn't it amazing how something as simple as an onion can spark curiosity and ignite a passion for science? Did you know BP's techniques have sparked major controversy? Over the years, BP has faced a significant amount of criticism for its methods used during oil spills, notably the technique top-head and junk shot techniques. These methods were especially highlighted during the infamous Deepwater Horizon incident in 2010, which resulted in one of the worst environmental disasters in history. The technique top-head aimed to control the flow of oil from the well, while the junk shot attempted to block the leaks with various materials. Despite their ambitious goals, both techniques were ultimately deemed ineffective in stopping the catastrophic leak, leading to widespread disappointment and anger among environmentalists and the public. Critics argue that these approaches reflected a lack of preparedness and innovation when faced with such an unprecedented crisis. The failure of these techniques not only raised questions about BP's crisis management strategies, but also highlighted the need for more effective and reliable methods in oil spill response. How can companies better prepare for environmental emergencies? Believe it or not, cows create tons of methane. These gentle giants possess a fascinating digestive system that helps them break down tough plant materials through a process called fermentation. This unique system involves 4 stomach compartments, allowing cows to efficiently extract nutrients from grass and other fibrous foods. However, as they digest, they also produce methane, a potent greenhouse gas that contributes to climate change. In fact, cows account for about 14% of all agricultural greenhouse gas emissions globally. A single cow can produce up to 220 pounds of methane each year, which is like driving a car for thousands of miles. With growing concerns about climate change, it's crucial to understand how our food choices impact the environment. By exploring sustainable farming practices and alternative proteins, we can reduce methane emissions and help protect our planet for future generations. What steps can you take to be part of this change? Is it really true that rabbits can jump competitively? In Sweden, there's a fascinating event called cannon hopping, where rabbits take center stage in thrilling competitions. Owners guide their furry companions over a series of jumps and obstacles, testing their agility and skill. The excitement builds during high jump contests, where rabbits have set impressive world records of 3.25 feet high. And if that's not enough, the long jump events are equally astonishing, with rabbits leaping an incredible 9.8 feet. This unique sport not only highlights the incredible abilities of these adorable animals, but also strengthens the bond between rabbits and their owners. Imagine watching a rabbit soar through the air, expertly navigating hurdles while the crowd cheers. Cannon hopping has captured the hearts of many, offering a delightful blend of entertainment and sportsmanship. It's a perfect example of how our beloved pets can surprise us with their skills. Are you ready to hop into this amazing world? Is it really true that China has 1 billion internet users? Absolutely. In 2023, China leads the world with a staggering total of over 1 billion and 92 million internet users. This massive number reflects a rapidly growing digital landscape where more people are connecting online than ever before. With a population of about 1.4 billion, that's roughly 78% of the country accessing the internet. This growth has been fueled by widespread smartphone use and improvements in infrastructure, making online connectivity more accessible even in rural areas. Chinese citizens are using the internet for various activities, from social media to e-commerce, gaming, and streaming services. Popular platforms like WeChat and Alibaba showcase how integral the internet has become in daily life. China's technological advancements and innovations play a big role in keeping its internet usage soaring. As we move toward an even more digital world, the incredible scale of internet users in China raises intriguing questions about social dynamics, culture, and global communication. How will this influence the future? Dare to cross the world's most dangerous bridge? The Hussaini Suspension Bridge in Pakistan stands at a jaw-dropping height of 8,130 feet, attracting thrill-seekers and curious adventurers alike. This breathtaking bridge spans over Lake Bharat, but don't let the stunning views fool you. With its precarious planks and narrow ropes, crossing this bridge is not for the faint of heart. Many planks are missing, leaving gaps that challenge even the bravest souls who dare to tread upon them. As you take each step, the swaying and shaking of the bridge can feel like a wild roller coaster ride. Local villagers have grown accustomed to this risky crossing, but for many tourists, it's a test of courage. The beautiful yet terrifying experience showcases nature's magnificence, but ensures you think twice about each step. Would you take the risk for the adventure of a lifetime? Believe it or not, you can trace your roots to Garatulap. This fascinating location, nestled in the heart of a beautiful region, is known for its rich history and unique cultural heritage. Many people consider it a special place where generations have begun their lives. Imagine being born in a place where stories of love, struggle, and triumph intertwine. Garatulap isn't just a geographic spot, it's a cradle of traditions that have been passed down through families for centuries. The landscape, filled with vibrant tulips in spring, offers a breathtaking backdrop for those first moments of life. This charming locale invites visitors and residents alike to reflect on their personal histories and the deep connections to their ancestry. So, whether you've heard stories from your grandparents or are exploring your family tree, isn't it thrilling to think that your roots might run back to Garatulap? Get ready for this wild Russian pizza creation. In an unexpected twist on the classic dish, Russia once experimented with a pizza that featured a surprising combination of toppings: fish, pickles, and mustard sauce. This peculiar blend of flavors might sound chaotic to many, as it strays far from the familiar pepperoni or veggie toppings we're used to. The dish gained attention not just for its unique ingredients, but also for the culinary conflict it stirred among food lovers. Some adventurous eaters embraced this daring concoction, appreciating the boldness and creativity behind it. Others, however, cringed at the thought, deeming it a culinary misstep. The Russian pizza serves as a reminder that food cultures can clash in the most unexpected ways, leading to dishes that challenge our taste buds and perceptions. Would you dare to try this unusual topping combo? This might surprise you. Nara's sacred deer roam freely. Nestled in Japan, Nara Park is home to over 1,000 free-roaming deer, which are considered sacred in the Shinto religion. Visitors flock to this beautiful park not just for the scenery, but to interact with these gentle creatures who wander through the lush greenery. According to tradition, these deer are messengers of the gods, embodying a powerful spiritual significance that has been honored for centuries. As you stroll through the park, you may see the deer approach visitors with curiosity, snacking on special deer crackers that many tourists buy. This delightful interaction creates a unique experience where people can connect with nature and culture. Moreover, the park is surrounded by historic temples and shrines, making it a perfect blend of natural beauty and cultural heritage. The sight of these majestic animals against the backdrop of ancient architecture adds to Nara's charm. So if you ever find yourself in Japan, don't miss the chance to explore Nara Park and meet its heavenly inhabitants. Prepare to be amazed by Michel Lotito's unusual diet. This Frenchman, famously known as the man who eats things, has a truly extraordinary talent for consuming bizarre objects that most of us wouldn't even consider. Lotito has ingested items like metal, glass, and even entire bicycles. His impressive record includes chowing down on 18 bicycles and, wait for it, a small airplane. You might wonder how someone can actually eat these inedible materials. The secret lies in Lotito's uniquely adapted stomach, which produces extra acids to help break down tough materials. While this might sound incredible, if not downright dangerous, Lotito's amazing ability has earned him a spot in the Guinness World Records and the attention of curious onlookers worldwide. So what drives a person to consume such oddities? Is it just a quirky talent, or is there more to this fascinating story? What if I told you about China's amazing Silk Road? The Silk Road was China's most valuable trade route during the Han Dynasty, where silk became a treasured export. This luxurious fabric was not just about fashion. It traded hands along with spices, tea, and exquisite porcelain, creating a bustling marketplace. But the Silk Road was more than an economic artery. It enabled remarkable cultural and technological exchanges between East and West. As merchants traveled, they shared ideas, inventions, and customs, shaping societies as they mingled. For instance, the introduction of papermaking from China transformed literacy, while the West offered innovations that enriched Chinese life. The impact of the Silk Road still resonates today, highlighting how trade can bridge divides and foster understanding among diverse cultures. Isn't it fascinating to think that one road could change the course of history? Believe it or not, fish thrive in the Devil's Bath. This incredible acidic pool located in New Zealand showcases nature's unsung heroes. The Devil's Bath is a strikingly vibrant green filled with sulfuric acid and minerals, creating an environment most species would find deadly. Yet certain fish, like the hardy tarakihi, have developed remarkable adaptations, allowing them not only to survive, but to flourish in these harsh conditions. These resilient creatures are able to withstand high acidity levels that would typically be lethal, making them a fascinating subject for scientists studying extremophils, organisms that thrive in extreme environments. The Devil's Bath serves as a reminder of nature's incredible diversity and the adaptability of life. It raises many questions. How do these fish manage such feats? What can we learn from them to help conserve other vulnerable species in changing environments? Nature never ceases to amaze us. Guess what really drives wild horses to stay alert? These magnificent animals have an extraordinary sleep strategy that keeps them safe in the wild. Unlike humans, wild horses can't afford to sleep deeply for long periods due to predators lurking nearby. Instead, they take turns resting, allowing at least one horse to keep watch while the others snooze. This clever system works like a well-oiled team, with some horses napping while others stay vigilant, scanning the horizon for any signs of danger, like wolves or mountain lions. This cooperative behavior not only helps protect the herd, but also strengthens social bonds among the horses. When one horse signals that it's time to rest, others will take their turn, ensuring they all get enough sleep, which is critical for their health and energy. So next time you see a wild horse, remember, behind that calm exterior is a smart and strategic creature, balancing rest with safety. Isn't nature fascinating? Experience Europe's biggest kite festival in Denmark. This lively celebration takes place annually on the picturesque island of Denmark, attracting kite enthusiasts and families from all over the continent. Known as the largest kite festival in Europe, it transforms the skies into a vibrant tapestry of colors and shapes, featuring kites of all sizes and designs fluttering against a backdrop of blue sky. As the gentle sea breeze blows, participants showcase their unique kites, ranging from traditional designs to stunning modern creations. The festival is not only about flying kites, though. It's a hub of cultural exchange, with various food stalls, craft vendors, and live performances that entertain visitors of all ages. Families enjoy workshops where they can create their very own kites, making it a perfect way to bond with kids while learning about this fun art form. This event not only highlights the beauty of kiting, but also strengthens the community, making it a must-see for anyone looking to experience Denmark's charm. Are you ready to fly high with creativity? Hard to believe, but divorce is banned in the Philippines. In this archipelago, couples facing unhappy marriages don't have the option to simply get a divorce. Instead, they must navigate complex legal processes such as annulment or legal separation, neither of which grants the same finality. Annulment essentially declares that a marriage was never valid in the first place, while legal separation means couples remain married but live apart and can divide their assets. This legal landscape has ignited a fierce debate among Filipinos. Many argue it's a violation of personal freedom and rights, especially in cases of abuse and infidelity. On the other hand, some defend the laws, saying they uphold cultural and religious values. As society evolves, the question remains, should the Philippines reconsider its stance on divorce or stay rooted in tradition? Voices on both sides are getting louder, leading to a crucial conversation about love, family, and freedom. The universe's epic journey began with a bang. The Big Bang Theory suggests that around 13.8 billion years ago, everything in our universe emerged from a single, incredibly hot and dense point. Imagine all the stars, planets, and galaxies crammed into an area no larger than a pebble. This tiny point exploded, causing a massive expansion of space itself, leading to the universe we see today. As it expanded, the universe cooled, allowing particles to form atoms, which eventually clumped together to create stars and galaxies. Fascinatingly, this theory continues to be a hot topic among scientists who are constantly studying cosmic backgrounds and galaxy formations to gather more evidence. Even with much support, alternative theories exist, and scientists keep debating the specifics of what happened in those early moments. So the next time you look up at the night sky, remember it all started with that colossal explosion. Let's uncover the truth about bear hibernation. Bears are fascinating creatures, especially when it comes to their hibernation habits. During winter, many bear species enter a state of deep sleep, allowing them to survive long periods without food. They achieve this by dramatically lowering their metabolic rate, heart rate, and even body temperature. This remarkable adaptation means they don't eat, drink, or even go to the bathroom for months. Instead, they rely entirely on the fat they've stored up during the warmer months. This strategy helps them conserve energy and stay safe from harsh winter conditions. By hibernating, bears can endure the scarcity of food that winter brings. When spring arrives, they awaken ready to eat as the world outside comes back to life. Isn't it incredible how these amazing animals have adapted to thrive in their environments? Most people don't know this, but Olympus Mons is enormous. Rising a staggering 15 miles high, Olympus Mons is the tallest volcano in our solar system, standing about 3 times taller than Mount Everest. Located on Mars, this colossal shield volcano is not only a breathtaking sight, but also a potential destination for future space exploration. Imagine astronauts taking adventurous spacewalks on its expansive slopes, experiencing views of the Martian landscape like never before. Olympus Mons features gently sloping sides that spread out over 370 miles in diameter, making the entire structure massive enough to be spotted from orbiting spacecraft. Scientists believe that it formed through repeated lava flows, providing insights into Mars' volcanic history and geology. The sheer scale of Olympus Mons has led researchers to speculate about the planet's geological activity and the possibilities of human exploration. With ongoing advancements in space technology, who knows what discoveries await us on this remarkable giant? Are we ready for adventures in the shadow of this giant volcano? Did you know most people dream every night? It's true. On average, each person experiences 3 to 5 dreams during a single night of sleep, though many of us don't remember them when we wake up. In fact, we spend about 6 whole years of our lives dreaming, which is quite a fascinating statistic. What happens during these dreams can be a mix of wild adventures, strange scenarios, and even quirkily familiar faces. Scientists believe that dreaming plays a crucial role in our mental health and memory consolidation, helping us process emotions and experiences from our waking life. Even though some people may think they never dream, everyone has those mysterious episodes. So next time you drift off to sleep, keep in mind that your mind is busy crafting a nightly movie filled with all kinds of bizarre plots and characters. With so much happening in our subconscious, who knows what incredible stories your dreams might hold? Prepare to be amazed by the classic gin and tonic. This refreshing cocktail is made with just 2 main ingredients, gin and fizzy tonic water, creating a bubbly and zesty drink that many love. Often garnished with a slice of lime, the gin and tonic has a sophisticated yet unpretentious vibe that has charmed drinkers for generations. Its origins date back to the 19th century, when British officers in India mixed gin with tonic water, which contains quinine, a bitter compound that helped prevent malaria. Over time, this simple mix evolved into the iconic cocktail we know today, celebrated for its crisp flavor and invigorating qualities. Perfect for summer evenings or gatherings with friends, The gin and tonic is not only delicious, but also versatile, allowing for unique variations with different botanicals and garnishes. So, next time you sip this classic drink, you'll be enjoying a piece of history. What's your favorite twist on this timeless favorite? This might surprise you. Venus flytrap snaps faster than you can blink. The Venus flytrap is a fascinating plant that can close its jaw-like traps in an incredible 100 milliseconds. This lightning-fast movement makes it one of the quickest plant actions known to science, even quicker than the human eye can blink. The mechanism behind this rapid action involves specialized cells that change shape when triggered by unsuspecting prey, like insects. When an insect brushes against the sensitive hairs inside the trap, it sends a signal that initiates the snap. In mere milliseconds, the trap shuts tight, capturing its meal. This speed is crucial for the flytrap since it relies on catching insects to obtain nutrients in its nutrient-poor native habitat of bogs and swamps. So the next time you admire this unique plant, remember just how quick and incredible it really is. It's nature's very own superhero. Have you ever wondered why the Gulf is so rich? The Mississippi River plays a crucial role in shaping the Gulf of Mexico's ecosystem, depositing around 500 million tons of sediment every year. This massive flow of sediment comes from a variety of sources, including eroded land, rainfall, and nutrients from surrounding areas. As the river courses toward the Gulf, it carries along minerals and organic materials that create fertile habitats for diverse marine life. This sediment helps form deltas and marshlands, which are essential for supporting birds, fish, and other wildlife. In fact, the rich mix of nutrients encourages vibrant plankton blooms, which serve as the foundation of the food chain in these waters. However, while this sediment enriches the Gulf ecosystem, too much sediment can lead to problems like algal blooms and loss of water clarity. How do we balance this natural phenomenon with environmental health? Believe it or not, the Flickbook machine is magical. This innovative device, created by artist J.Z. Fontaine, brings drawings to life in a captivating way. Imagine holding a small book that, when flipped rapidly, transforms static images into moving tales right before your eyes. The Flickbook machine is like a mini cinema, allowing you to enjoy vintage animation anywhere you go. By using clever flipbook mechanics, it combines art and technology, giving a fresh twist to storytelling. In a world that often feels dominated by digital screens, this compact invention encourages people to appreciate the charm of hand-drawn art. Each flicker of the pages evokes nostalgia for a time when animations were crafted frame by frame. Art enthusiasts and animation lovers alike can relish the tactile experience of physically handling the book while savoring the delightful motion of the drawings. Whether you're sharing it with friends or enjoying a quiet moment alone, the Flickbook machine offers a joyful escape. So next time you're searching for a unique gift or a fun way to enjoy animation, why not try your hand at creating your own Flickbook? Death may be natural, but should we really talk about it? The concept of death is ingrained in our lives, yet it's a subject many shy away from. Even though it is a part of life's cycle, discussing it can feel uncomfortable or inappropriate, especially in casual settings. This humorous observation highlights how society often treats death like a taboo, avoiding the topic in favor of lighter conversations. When we think about it, the reluctance to engage in discussions about death can lead to misunderstandings and fear. Instead, why not approach it with a sense of humor and openness? Talking about death doesn't have to be grim. It can be an opportunity to celebrate life, share memories, and reflect on what truly matters. By breaking the silence, we might find a deeper connection with others, and perhaps even with ourselves. So what do you think? Is it time to bring death into the conversation? Unbelievable fact about your daily urine production. Did you know that the average person produces around 1.4 liters of urine every single day? That's nearly a quart. This might sound surprising, but urine is a crucial byproduct of how our bodies handle waste. When we eat and drink, our bodies absorb nutrients and fluids while filtering out what we don't need through the kidneys. Those kidneys act like tiny water treatment facilities, taking out excess water, salts, and other substances. Once processed, the waste travels down through the ureters and collects in the bladder until we're ready to let it go. Many factors can affect how much urine we produce, like how much water we drink, our activity levels, and even the weather. So next time you head to the restroom, remember that you're part of a natural process that keeps your body balanced and healthy. Isn't it fascinating how something so ordinary is so vital to our well-being? You won't believe what scientists did to Commander Powder. During a tense war period, a group of innovative scientists found their creative ideas for new weapons stifled by a Navy officer named Commander Powder. This commander didn't just disagree with their concepts, he actively blocked many of their proposals, making the scientists feel frustrated and powerless. Rather than letting their frustrations simmer, they chose to respond with humor and cleverness. In a lighthearted jab at Commander Powder, they named a fictional military unit after him, turning their grievance into a funny story that helped ease the tension. This playful act not only lifted their spirits, but also highlighted their determination to keep pushing boundaries in the face of obstacles. The scientists' creativity shone through, showing that laughter can be a powerful tool, even in the most serious situations. Who knew a little humor could ignite such resilience? Here's a wild fact about Grojogan's Sohu waterfall. This stunning waterfall in Indonesia wasn't always a breathtaking natural sight. It actually started as a man-made dam. Over time, nature took the reins and transformed it into a series of staggered waterfalls that flow together in perfect harmony. Picture cascading waters tumbling down, each tier beautifully syncing with the others, creating a spectacular sight that draws both locals and tourists alike. The sounds of rushing water and the lush surroundings make it a true paradise for nature lovers. Visitors can explore the area, take photos, and even enjoy the serene atmosphere. With its blend of engineering and nature's artistry, Grojogan's Sohu stands as a testament to the beauty that can arise when humans let nature express itself. Isn't it fascinating how a man-made structure can evolve into such a captivating natural haven? Let's uncover the truth about Hellwish in Switzerland. This intriguing term is more than just a word. It represents a secret identity that holds meaning for those well-versed in Swiss culture. Hellwish appears on signs and coins, but its significance often eludes outsiders. For locals, it symbolizes a unique connection to their heritage and identity, something that many newcomers might overlook. The term is a glimpse into the rich linguistic tapestry of Switzerland, where 4 official languages coexist and create distinct regional identities. Each region has its own traditions and customs, which can sometimes feel like a hidden world to those not familiar with it. So when you see Hellwish on a coin or a sign, think of it as a secret handshake among those in the know, a reminder of the country's diverse culture and the pride Swiss people have in their language and history. How many secret meanings might you uncover in your travels? Here's something incredible about Amako Cadiz. In 1978, the name Amako Cadiz was officially established, marking a significant moment in history. However, that same year, a devastating event unfolded in Pantai Prancis, where an astonishing 68 million people lost their lives. This tragedy stemmed from a lack of understanding about how to properly use a critical system that could have saved lives. Imagine the chaos and fear that must have gripped the region when people encountered this system with little knowledge in their toolkit. Proper training and education could have made all the difference, highlighting the importance of sharing information. This incident serves as a stark reminder that knowledge is a powerful tool and can dramatically impact lives, especially during emergencies. The story of Amako Cadiz intertwines with this heartbreaking event, emphasizing the necessity for communities worldwide to prioritize education and awareness about safety systems. What lessons can we learn from this sobering chapter in history? Ever wondered about the secrets of lake islands? With over 30,000 islands tucked within lakes, these unique spots resemble mini-nations floating on water. Each island presents its own ecosystem, creating diverse habitats for wildlife and plants. Imagine exploring a tiny island where birds chirp and trees sway in the gentle breeze. These lake islands are not just beautiful, they also offer thrilling opportunities for adventure. Unlike the vast oceans, lakes provide a more accessible treasure hunting experience. You can kayak to an island, set up camp, and search for hidden artifacts or explore the rich biodiversity that thrives there. Some islands even host little-known historical sites, inviting curious explorers to uncover their forgotten stories. So, why not take a day trip to your nearest lake and discover the hidden treasures waiting on its islands? You never know what surprises nature has in store for you. Ever wondered why the U.S. ditched gold? In 1933, during the difficult times of the Great Depression, the United States made a monumental shift by abandoning the gold standard. Before this change, U.S. currency was backed by gold, meaning that every dollar bill had a tangible value tied to the precious metal. As the economy struggled, this system limited the government's ability to manage money supply and respond to financial crises. By transitioning to paper money, the government aimed to stabilize the economy and encourage more spending. This bold move allowed for more flexible monetary policies, enabling the Federal Reserve to adjust interest rates and expand credit more easily. Although this decision sparked controversy and concern about inflation, it ultimately paved the way for a more resilient economy. So the move from gold to paper was more than just a change in currency. It was a crucial step toward economic recovery. Dive into lunch with koi fish at King Koi Cafe. Imagine enjoying your meal while colorful koi swim around your feet. Located in Vietnam, King Koi Coffee Garden creates an extraordinary dining experience that blends tasty food with nature's beauty. Here, tables are set amidst serene ponds filled with over 3,000 vibrant koi. As you munch on your delicious lunch, these friendly fish glide gracefully through the water, creating a one-of-a-kind atmosphere that connects diners with the underwater world. The unique setup allows guests to not just watch the koi, but actually interact with them, making each visit an adventure. Families, friends, and couples can delight in this unusual experience while savoring Vietnamese cuisine, which often includes fresh ingredients and bold flavors. Whether you're a local or a traveler, this cafe is a fantastic spot to relax, enjoy great food, and marvel at nature all around you. So, are you ready to dip your toes into this delightful dining experience? Ever thought about why eagle feathers are so special? Only members of federally recognized Native American tribes can legally possess or collect eagle feathers, making these striking symbols of freedom and spirituality highly protected. This law stems from a deep respect for the eagle in Native American cultures, where these magnificent birds represent strength, wisdom, and a connection to the divine. The bald eagle, in particular, is revered and federally protected under the Bald and Golden Eagle Protection Act, which prohibits non-members from handling its feathers. For tribal members, collecting these feathers is a sacred practice that holds cultural significances, often used in ceremonies, regalia, and rituals. Violating this law can lead to hefty fines or even jail time, emphasizing the importance of preserving the spiritual and cultural heritage tied to these majestic creatures. So next time you see an eagle feather, remember the rich traditions and legal protections that make it so much more than just a beautiful object. You might be shocked to learn that sneezes can fracture bones. Sneezing seems harmless, right? However, for individuals with weakened vertebrae due to conditions like osteoporosis or spinal abnormalities, a forceful sneeze can actually lead to fractures. This is because the muscle contractions occurring during a sneeze create pressures that exceed 100 pounds per square inch, PSI, which can exert significant strain on fragile areas of the spine. Though such injuries are quite rare, they highlight a crucial point. Maintaining bone density is vital for everyone, especially those at risk for spinal injuries. Regular exercise, a balanced diet rich in calcium and vitamin D, and other healthy lifestyle choices can help protect your bones. Additionally, adopting protective postures during unexpected reflexive actions, like sneezing or coughing, may further reduce injury risks. It's always wise to be mindful of our bodies and take precautions, especially if we have any existing bone health issues. So the next time you feel a sneeze coming on, remember, it could be more than just a simple reflex. Here's a wild fact about coin ridges. Did you know that the number of ridges on U.S. coins varies significantly? A dime has 118 ridges on its edge, which might seem like a small detail, but it plays a crucial role in how coins feel and function. Interestingly, a quarter has one more ridge than a dime, totaling 119. If you think that's surprising, wait until you hear about the half dollar, which features 150 ridges. But the real standout is the dollar coin, boasting an impressive 198 ridges. These little grooves, or ridges, known as reading, help prevent counterfeiting and make it easier for folks to identify the coins just by touch. Coin collectors and casual users alike appreciate these fine details, proving that even the smallest features add up to a unique experience with our currency. Ever notice those ridges before? Turns out, the truth is that knowledge can deceive us. The illusion of knowledge is a fascinating cognitive bias where people mistakenly feel confident in information that may not be true, often because it sounds familiar. This bias can lead to misconceptions that stick around, much like the ongoing debate over whether tomatoes are fruits or vegetables. Botanically speaking, tomatoes are classified as fruits because they develop from the flower of a plant and contain seeds. However, many people view them as vegetables due to their savory flavor and common use in salads and sauces. This highlights how our past experiences and cultural beliefs shape our understanding of the world. When we allow familiarity to mislead us, we might cling to incorrect ideas while ignoring accurate information. So next time you feel sure about a fact, ask yourself, could it be an illusion? Is it really true that napping boosts your energy? Absolutely. Research shows that the best time to catch some Z's is usually in the early afternoon, specifically between 1 to 3 p.m. This period aligns with a natural dip in your circadian rhythm, which is basically your body's internal clock. During this time, many people feel a little slump in energy after lunch, making it the perfect moment for a short nap. Napping can help improve alertness, boost mood, and enhance performance. Just a quick power nap of about 20 to 30 minutes can make a world of difference, refreshing your mind and body. However, long naps or napping too late in the day can interfere with nighttime sleep, so timing is key. Why not try it out tomorrow and see how it impacts your afternoon? You might be surprised at how a little rest can transform your day. Did you know the U.S. struggles in 4 Olympic sports? Despite being a powerhouse in the Olympic Games, the United States has not secured a medal in handball, badminton, trampoline, and table tennis. These sports might not get the same attention as swimming or gymnastics, but they pose unique challenges for American athletes. For instance, handball requires rapid teamwork and strategic thinking, while badminton demands incredible agility and precision. Trampoline acrobatics combines athleticism with grace, showcasing daring flips and twists, yet the U.S. has found it tough to break into the top ranks. Table tennis, often dominated by Asian countries, features lightning-fast reflexes and mental quickness that can be daunting. Interestingly, the dominance of the U.S. in other sports highlights these 4 as areas for growth. As Olympic enthusiasm sweeps through the country, will we finally see American athletes take the podium in these elusive events? Can you imagine that eerie coincidence in history? In 1930, a remarkable event unfolded in Monza, Italy, when King Umberto Ramirez dined at a local restaurant and stumbled upon his uncanny look-alike, the restaurant owner. Not only did they share a striking resemblance, but they were also both born on the same day and in the same town. To add to the bizarre connection, both men had wives named Margarita. This astonishing meeting felt like something out of a tale. However, the story took a dark turn when, shockingly, the day after this fateful encounter, both the king and the owner were assassinated in separate incidents. Can you imagine the people of Monza grappling with the strange twist of fate that surrounded these 2 men? Their lives, so intertwined by coincidence, ended abruptly in tragedy, leaving behind a puzzling mystery that still captures the imagination today. Can you believe hippos are actually muscular animals? Despite their bulky appearance and thick skin, which can be up to 6 centimeters deep, hippos are surprisingly strong and powerful creatures. Their skin might give the impression of softness, but underneath, they possess a robust set of muscles that help them move effectively in both water and on land. Hippos are known to be agile swimmers, using their impressive strength to propel themselves through rivers and lakes with ease. Additionally, they can run up to 19 miles per hour on land, making them faster than many might expect. Their tough skin also plays a crucial role in protecting them from the harsh African sun and potential predators. It's fascinating to think of these enormous animals as not just large and heavy, but also as incredibly powerful athletes of the animal kingdom. So next time you see a hippo lounging in the water, remember that beneath that seemingly hefty exterior lies a strong swimmer and speedy runner. What other surprises might nature hold? Curious about your body's amazing atom turnover? Did you know that approximately 98% of the atoms in your body are replaced each year? This incredible statistic showcases the dynamic and regenerative nature of our biological systems. Every moment, tiny atoms, which form everything from our cells to our organs, are constantly being exchanged with those in the environment. For example, when you breathe, eat, or drink, new atoms enter your body, while old ones leave. This process plays a crucial role in how we heal, grow, and adapt. Your skin is replaced approximately every 27 days, while red blood cells have a lifespan of about 120 days. Even your bones, which may seem solid, are constantly undergoing remodeling, allowing them to stay strong and healthy. So next time you think about your body, remember that it's a vibrant and ever-changing collection of atoms, tirelessly working to keep you going. Isn't it fascinating to consider how you are literally becoming a new you every year? Believe it or not, flames are imported by Saudi Arabia. This surprising twist comes from the reversal of agricultural practices, where flames, or controlled burns, used to be exported from the Middle East to Australia. In the past, flames played a crucial role in land management and agricultural preparation in Australia, helping farmers clear fields or manage weeds. Now Saudi Arabia has turned the tables, deciding to import these flames instead. The country recognizes the benefits of using flames for land enhancement and fire prevention strategies as they manage their arid landscapes. These controlled burns help prevent larger, uncontrolled wildfires and encourage new growth. This fascinating example of global agricultural exchange highlights how countries adapt and learn from one another to improve their farming techniques. How do you think such practices will evolve in the future? Why is Jack Schlossberg so unique in history? Jack Schlossberg holds a remarkable place in American history as the only grandson of President John F. Kennedy and former First Lady Jacqueline Kennedy. Born to Caroline Kennedy, who served as the U.S. ambassador to Japan, Schlossberg bridges the past and present of one of the most iconic families in the United States. His lineage connects him not only to the legacy of his grandfather, but also to the broader narrative of American politics and cultural history. Schlossberg has embraced his family's heritage while carving out his identity, often engaging with the public about issues that matter to him, such as climate change and civic engagement. He frequently uses social media and public appearances to inspire younger generations to be active in shaping their communities. As he continues to advocate for positive change, Schlossberg stands as a symbol of hope, reminding us about the impact of family legacy on modern society. What role will he play in the future of American leadership? What if I told you Lincoln planned for loss? In 1864, President Abraham Lincoln faced a tough re-election campaign amidst the turmoil of the Civil War. With his approval ratings dropping and the Union's fortunes looking bleak, he genuinely believed he might lose to his opponent. In a remarkable move, Lincoln urged the renowned abolitionist Frederick Douglass to mobilize efforts to free as many enslaved individuals as possible in the southern states before the new president took office. This was not just a tactical gesture, it showed Lincoln's deep commitment to ending slavery and cementing his legacy. He wanted to ensure that, regardless of the election outcome, the transformation of American society towards freedom continued unabated. Douglass responded passionately, rallying others to the cause, showcasing how determined leaders can spark significant change even in desperate times. Lincoln's foresight and Douglass's activism created a powerful momentum towards human rights. Prepare to be amazed by Sweden's unique monarchy. Sweden operates under a constitutional monarchy, which means that while it has a king or queen, like King Carl XVI Because Gustav, the real power lies with the parliament known as the Riksdag. This setup allows the government to focus on what really matters to its citizens. Known for its progressive policies, Sweden stands out for its strong emphasis on social rights and education. For example, Swedish citizens enjoy extensive healthcare services and free education from preschool to university level. Thanks to these policies, Sweden regularly tops lists for quality of life and happiness. The balance between tradition and modern governance is a fascinating aspect of Swedish society. So next time you hear about Sweden, remember it's not just about the stunning landscapes and meatballs, it's also about an innovative political system that supports its people. What do you think about Sweden's commitment to social rights? What if I told you ants invented farming first? Long before humans learned to cultivate crops, ants were already mastering the art of agriculture. Specifically, leafcutter ants have been growing fungi for food, proving that nature's innovators come in all sizes. These clever insects cut leaves into tiny pieces and carry them back to their underground homes, where they cultivate a specialized fungus that becomes their main meal. Their farming skills are surprisingly sophisticated. They manage the humidity and temperature in their nests, ensuring the perfect environment for fungus growth. They even regulate the chemical balance to keep their crop healthy. This incredible relationship shows a unique example of cooperation, as the fungus serves as food for the ants, while the ants provide the fungus with nourishment and protection. Isn't it amazing how different species can share such a beneficial relationship? Next time you see an ant, remember that it might just be a tiny farmer at work. Hard to believe, but our anthem has a wild past. The melody of the Star-Spangled Banner isn't originally American. It actually comes from a British drinking song called To Anacreon in Heaven. Written in the 18th century, this tune was popular in pubs and gatherings, where people enjoyed singing along while sipping their favorite drinks. It wasn't until the early 19th century that the words penned by Francis Scott Key during the War of 1812 were paired with this lively melody. The anthem's evolution from a cheerful pub song to a powerful symbol of American pride is truly remarkable. Today, when we hear the Star-Spangled Banner played at sporting events and ceremonies, we should remember its unique journey that now inspires patriotism and unity across the nation. Isn't it fascinating how something so celebratory turned into our national rallying cry? What if I told you about a water level mystery? In 1963, a noteworthy assessment took place in the Mata area, focusing on its water level efficiency. Scientists and engineers set out to explore how well the region managed its water resources. They aimed to determine the effectiveness of local systems in controlling water flow, a critical concern, especially in agricultural areas where irrigation plays a vital role in crop yields. The findings from this assessment were significant as they provided insights into water management practices that could enhance productivity and address challenges posed by drought or flooding. Understanding these water levels not only helped farmers optimize their irrigation techniques, but also allowed local governments to plan better for future water needs. Even today, the lessons learned in 1963 continue to influence modern water management strategies. Isn't it fascinating how past assessments can shape our water use today?